how do I send money home? Because when you come here, it's important to think about sending money home. You want to save your little money and thing, your little yens, right? So, a lot of us actually send money through a remittance service called Goloids. What they do is we send money we open up an account with them. We transfer money from our account in Japan through them to our account in Trinidad or wherever we're from. It's really a great service. The rates right now are really, really crappy, but it's a good service. It's a way of getting your money home safely. It's reliable. It just makes sense. I would organize your bank account information as quickly as possible so that you are able to send money home, because doing any kind of bank telele drama whatever from here makes no sense. Okay. Food. I would advise you to eat every and anything you can get your hands on, because trust me, when you come here, you'll miss it. If you're from Trinidad and you like it doubles, eat as much doubles as you can. Eat as much roti, curry, gorillas, because you know that when you get here, you won't have that luxury. What I do advise that you bring things like, if you can get Maggi cubes, because the Maggi cubes here, or the Maggi seasonings, if you're into that, the Maggi cubes and seasonings here are not the same as home. I didn't bring them. There are a lot of things that I didn't bring because I just didn't think about them. But things like Maggi cubes, if you are, you like Morby, bring your Morby back. If you can bring curry powder, bring your Polori mix, bring your festival mix if you're Jamaican, if you can't make it from scratch. Bring as much as you can. Make sure that these things are legal, because you don't want to get into trouble, but bring as much as you can, because you will not be able to get these things down here. I would bring more West Indian items over American items, because you can actually order them online. There is a website called FBC, and there's flyingpig.com. You can get American items from there. So don't worry too much about the American stuff. Worry more about the things that remind you of home. When you actually go to school, you have to bring your Kyoto Sensei, which is your principal, the Kyoto Sensei, which is your vice principal, your supervisors, and the rest of your staff members some goodies of some sort. I put together a package for my Kyoto Sensei, my Kyoto Sensei, and the teachers I was going to work with. I gave them a Marshall Montano CD plus a H2O Flow CD, and I gave them a bag of sweets. Like I had picarindo, I had Diana Nutcracker, and I had salt prune. I would advise you not to bring picarindo. Japanese people cannot take spice at all. So if it's spicy, don't bring it for them. Coconut, they don't like it. Don't bring coconut. What I have heard is that Bobby goes down really well. People like Bobby over here. I think Nutcracker is alright too, because it's just nuts and sugar basically. What else can you bring? The people that I gave the soap prune to, they really like the soap prune. So I don't know, maybe the soap prune works, I don't know. But bring, you also have to bring stuff for all the members of staff. So you probably have, my school has about like 40 members of staff. So I would advise you, when I come back actually from Trinidad, I'm going home soon. When I come back from Trinidad, I'm going to bring just 2 bags of bobbies and just leave them in the kitchen, and then whoever want to eat. Do not bring dinner mints. The last time I brought dinner mints, the people and them threw out my dinner mints. And I was vexed. I was real vexed. They could have given back my dinner mints. I would have taken it back. But no, they went and threw it out. Because it was too strong for them. So don't bring dinner mints. Don't bring picarindo. Unless you eat in it. Right? And don't bring coconut. The fudge might work. Might be a little bit too sweet. But Japanese people have a very interesting palate compared to West Indians. I think West Indians compared to anybody in the world, our palate are all different. So don't bring those things. But make sure and bring stuff for your principal, vice principal, your teachers, the person who's going to be looking after you while you're here, your supervisor, and your members of staff. Bring stuff. It's nice to bring gifts. They're called omeyage. Bring them. Okay, in terms of clothing, when you come here, it's going to be hot. Why tell it hot? You think home hot? Here hot. Why? Because it's humid. Not just hot, it's humid. So when you step outside, it's gonna just be like, it's real humid. It is really, 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 really humid. So I suggest that you walk with as many loose, relaxed fitting shirts and tops as you can. Ladies, don't bring anything that shows any cleavage. They don't like cleavage. They don't like your back out. You know, shoulders showing and thing. Bring some nice shirts, some polos, whatever. Men, do the same thing. Bring your polos, bring some nice shirts, bring your undershirts, whatever, because it's going to be very, very hot. You're coming in the middle of summer, basically. You might not have enough space in your suitcase, or it might be overweight. I would advise you to actually ship stuff. That is a wonderful, wonderful, and very convenient thing to do. Ship your stuff. In terms of shoes, make sure you have your flip-flop and stuff, but make sure you have closed-toe shoes. You need 2 pairs of shoes to start off with. Well, you don't need 2 pairs of shoes. I'm not saying you have to have only 2 pairs of shoes, but the one pair of shoes that you need that's important is your indoor shoes. You cannot walk through the people in school with your shoes that you come with from outside. You have to put your shoes, take your shoes off, put them in your cubby hole, and then you have to put on your shoes, your next pair of shoes inside. And those will be designated as your indoor shoes. You understand? Do not walk through the people in them school with your regular shoes. They will give you slippers on your first day because they know any better. But they will tell you, oh, sensei, do you have indoor shoes? Walk with indoor shoes. For men, just get a pair of closed-toe shoes or a pair of slippers. Or okay, you're in Japan for like I don't know how long. You're away from everybody, that's all your friends and whatever that will tease you. If you want to buy a pair of Crocs, buy a pair of Crocs. Nobody gonna buy the Crocs. You can wear the Crocs in school. You don't wear them outside. So buy your Crocs, right? I have a pair of Mary Jane Crocs that I wear to school. I wear inside because those are my indoor shoes. Also, ladies, men, when you come here, please buy your socks. You could buy your socks at home, but the socks I'm talking about are really, I hate to show people my socks, but these are the socks that I wear to school. They're really small and they cover my toe cleavage. What was that? They cover my toe cleavage and they cover my heel. These are very important things to cover when you are wearing your indoor shoes or just wearing stuff in general. Unless you're wearing slippers or sandals outside, these are very important for you to cover in the school especially. So yeah, you can buy socks down here at the 100 yen shop, so don't worry about it. But make sure and bring a pair of indoor shoes. If you have a pair of cheap sneakers, you can use those as your indoor gym shoes. You cannot wear your outdoor shoes in the gym as well, or the auditorium. You have to have indoor shoes. Or you could walk in your socks. But for like volleyball games and those things, you have to have indoor shoes for the gym, and those are separate shoes. So yeah, make sure you have those shoes, the indoor shoes for just regular school, and have your indoor shoes for the gym. Very important. Oh, oh, oh. Ladies. You see how in the West Indies we can wear short skirts and they're above the knee and you're looking hot? Not here. Do not bring skirts that are above the knee. I would advise you don't. Every situation is different. Maybe some schools might accept it, but to start off on a good foot, don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. I would advise you bring skirts that are below the knee or at the knee, but not above the knee. You're teaching boys and girls, but you're teaching boys. Don't want to get them distracted. Also, if you're going to be wearing skirts, you're more than likely going to need to get some stockings. And you cannot get stockings, well, if you're my complexion, or darker, or a little lighter, you can't get stockings down here for you, darling. Sorry, it's not going to happen, unless you wear black stockings, which are fine. But you cannot get stockings down here to match your complexion. So buy your stockings beforehand. I've resorted to just wearing pants all the time. I can get pants down here to fit me from a store called Uniqlo. They have foreigners sizes, and when you go to them, they have great service. You can get your pants hemmed and everything. I mean, it's the bomb. Toiletries. So Japan has their own way of doing everything. They have their own way of making toiletries, making their whatever. I'm sure a lot of you have gone on the forums and I've seen people say, bring your toothpaste, because they don't have any fluoride in toothpaste. I would suggest that you bring toothpaste. Yes, I agree, bring toothpaste. But you can't get toothpaste with fluoride in the stores here. You can get toothpaste with fluoride online. It's possible. With regards to skincare, your moisturizer and your face wash, I suggest bringing that because a lot of the products, or quite a few of the Japanese products, the face wash and the moisturizer, they have bleaching agents in them, so they will bleach out your skin or they will irritate your skin. Bring if you have a specific soap that you like, bring a couple bars. Ladies, if you wear makeup, bring your makeup. I cannot tell you, bring your makeup. Bring your makeup. It's very important because they're not going to find your shades here. So bring your makeup. Ladies, please bring your tampons, bring your panty shoes, bring your pads, because you probably won't find the brands that you're used to using at home. Bring your deodorant because you will be smelling very rank. So bring your own deodorant. Brochures, whatever, on Trinidad. We did that before we left. Get those things so you could show the children, show the students, get maps and those kind of things. They're very important. Make sure and get those things so that you can actually do a great presentation, because you have to do a presentation for every class you're teaching. Every single class you're teaching, you have to do a self-introduction. So bring things that will help you to educate these kids about your country. Okay, go to your tourism board in any country that you're in, that you're from. Get those things, they're very important. Bring pictures. There will be a lot of times where you'll be alone and you need to have things to remind you of home. I have my little picture wall up here with my friends, my close friends and family. I have them with me all the time. Besides all the packing, besides all the stress and the worry and convincing your parents that you should go to Japan despite all the craziness that goes on down here, despite all that, don't stress. Enjoy the last couple weeks that you have at home. They will fly by so quickly. It's not funny. They will fly by so fast. Enjoy them. I hope that you have a wonderful time at home before you leave. Cherish it. Eat as much food as you can. And come here with an open mind and ready to rock and ready to represent your country and ready to be amazing and ready to face your fears. That was a lot of rambling, but if you still need some more information, check out kikosaninjapan.tumblr.com for more pictures, videos, and updates on my adventures in Japan.